Hey guys, my name is Nicole, and today I will be teaching you how to get this full face dramatic bronzy eye makeup look using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. In this step, I'm just moisturizing my skin with my Clinique Even Better Moisturizing Lotion. Then I'm gonna go in with my Too Faced Hangover primer. I'm just prepping my skin for foundation. The foundation that I will be using today is the Marc Jacobs Remarkable Full Coverage Foundation in the color Light Bisque. I thought this foundation was a little bit too light for my skin, so I mixed it in with the NARS Velvet Skin Tint in the color Light, since it was a little bit darker and it matched better with my skin color. And then I'm going to go in with a NYX buffing brush in the number 03 just to blend everything in my face. I found that even though the Marc Jacobs foundation is very high coverage and it's very beautiful on the skin, since it is full coverage, you have to work with it very fast, or else it tends to dry out on your face. And then in this step, I'm just going to do my eyebrows, and I'm going to skip over that part. I'm sure there's a million other YouTube videos where they can teach you how to do your eyebrows. I'm going to set my eyes with some Urban Decay Primer Potion. I always set my eyes before going in with eyeshadow, just because I feel like it makes the eyeshadow last longer. After I put primer on them, I'm going to go in with the color Tempera in the Modern Renaissance palette to set the primer. And in this video, I am going to be using the shape technique because I am going to apply a lot of eyeshadows on my face, and since I have already put my foundation on my face, I don't want to have any fallout from the eyeshadows. The first eyeshadow that I'm going to go in with is the color Burnt Orange, and I am going to go in windshield wiper motions just to blend in the crease of my eye. Also, with the shape technique, I find that it makes it easier for me to create a cat eye when I'm creating a cut crease, essentially. After I go in with the color Burnt Orange, I am going to go in with some raw sienna right on the bottom of it. I want to create an ombre effect, so I'm going to be using a lot of these two colors. I kind of want to go from dark to lighter and light. Yeah, so this is just me blending, so I don't have any harsh lines. I'm just going to go back and forth from the burnt orange and the raw sienna. I want to keep the burnt orange more towards the bottom of my eye, and the raw sienna towards the top. And then I'm also going to go in with a clean blending brush just to clean up the outer corners of my eye and make sure that everything kind of flows together. Then here I'm just blending. Yeah, so when I'm done blending the raw sienna and the burnt orange, I'm going to go in with some Cypress Umber with a tiny brush, tiny, like, almost detailed brush, so I don't get too much of this color on the outers of my eye. And I'm going to go in with Cypress Umber on the bottom corner of my outer lid, just, again, to create that ombre effect that goes from brown to orange to light orange. And then I'm going to blend in with just a clean blending brush. Also, I'm not using any brush set in particular. My brushes are all over the place. I think the fanciest brushes that I own are probably MAC brushes, and a lot of these brushes I actually got from other palettes. There are a lot of Urban Decays, a lot of Real Technique brushes in here. So I think if you have a brush set that you're comfortable with, this eye makeup look can be can be recreated with any brushes. And now I'm actually going in with the Anastasia brush that came in the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette to clean up the outer corners of my eye. Alright, and now I'm going to go in with some Tarte Shape Tape and put it on the inner corner of my eye where the lid is located. I do this just to create the cut crease. I found that this is the easiest way to create a cut crease, at least for me. I go in with any concealer. You don't have to use the Tarte Shape Tape. You can use any concealer you would like and put it on top of the eye and just kind of like have an outline to where you want your shimmer shade to go in, or whatever color that you're working with. Today I'm going to be working with orange and gold. So today I'm going to go in with gold color after I set my concealer. After I'm done putting the concealer on the inner corner of my eye, I'm going to set it with some Tempera, which is the same color I started from the Modern Renaissance palette. And after I am done setting the eye, I am actually going to use one shade that is not in the Modern Renaissance palette because it is a liquid eyeliner. A liquid eyeshadow. It is a e.l.f. liquid eyeshadow, and I think it's called e.l.f. Molding Bolden eyeshadow, and it is in the color gold. I'm just gonna put this on the inner corner of my eye before I put on a shimmery shade from the Modern Renaissance palette, just so I can create kind of like a foiled eyeshadow look. That's what I'm going for in this look. I just want the gold to really pop. And that's why I am going in with a liquid eyeshadow before I put on the shimmery shade. I'm sure that there is other gold eyeshadows that pop more than the one in the Modern Renaissance palette. I think the one in the Modern Renaissance palette is beautiful, but I want something that popped. So after I'm done blending that liquid eyeshadow, I'm going to go in with the color Primavera from the Modern Renaissance palette. And I'm just going to put it right on top of that liquid eyeshadow with a packing brush. Again, you can use any packing brush you would like. And now I'm just going to clean out the outer edges with a MAC blending brush. And I was listening to music. Don't mind my head banging. And now I'm going to take off that Scotch tape. And as you can see, everything looks nice and clean because of the tape. And since I use the tape, I kind of use that as a guideline when I'm putting on my liquid eyeshadow. It honestly makes it a lot easier to put on liquid eyeshadow when you have a guideline. Trust me. I'm going to go in with just a Sephora brand liquid eyeshadow in the color Black Noir. This is the waterproof eyeliner. I'm sorry, I just said eyeshadow. I meant to say eyeliner. So I put on my wings, and now I am prepping my eyelashes for mascara. I'm using the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara, by the way. And for eyelashes, I use the Demi Wispies. No, I'm sorry, I didn't use that today. I use Eyelure lashes. That's what I used. And now I am gonna do some highlighting with the Tarte Shape Tape. This is by far my favorite concealer. It's in the color Light. And then I'm using a damp beauty blender to buff everything out. Okay, so after I apply my concealer, I am going to go in with my Laura Mercier translucent powder and a Real Techniques. I think it is a square foundation brush, but I mean, I think it's way too small to be a foundation brush, so I use it for powder. And I'm using the bake technique. I'm just gonna leave the translucent powder on my face for maybe a minute while I blend more of my eyeshadow in, just to make sure there's no harsh lines, and put on my bronzer. I'm applying my translucent powder now. As I mentioned before, I'm not going to bake for a very long time, just a little bit. And then I am going to go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit, and I'm using the darkest color just because I'm doing some heavy contouring here. Also because my foundation was so light that I kind of wanted to blend in more with my the color of my body. But I know it seems a little harsh in this part of the video, but it's going to all blend in at the end. Alright, now I'm wiping away that Laura Mercier translucent powder and just buffing everything out of my face so I blend in everything and I don't have any dark marks on my face. And then now I'm going to go in with highlighter. I am actually using an eyeshadow from the Modern Renaissance palette for a highlighter before I put on an actual highlighter on. I'm using the color Vermeer as a highlighter just because I think it's a beautiful color and it looks really nice as a highlighter actually. After I put on Vermeer on my face, I'm going to put on some Soft and Gentle MAC Mineralized Skin Finish highlighter. And then after I put on highlighter and blush, the blush I'm using today, I believe, is MAC. I'm not quite sure, but I'll list it down below if I don't say it in this video. After I put on my blush and my highlighter, I like to blend both of them together to make it look more natural, even though I know this isn't natural, but you know what I'm saying, so it doesn't look like a straight line on my face, if you know what I mean. And here is a little bit more blending. And then for lipstick, I'm going to be using the Tarte Lip Sculptor. It's a lip gloss and lipstick, which is nice because I don't have to get two things. It is in the color VIP. Okay, so that was the makeup tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Nicole, and I will be posting here again soon. Don't forget to subscribe and follow me on Instagram. All the products I used in this video will be listed down below in the bottom bar. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one.